Do we have our special guest? There she is. What's going on?
Hi. Oh, it's so quiet. Let me try to turn you guys up.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
How you doing?
Wow. I didn't know you guys were going to be so hot.
Oh, damn. We appreciate you. You're going to get us in trouble with our girls right off the bat.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
I'll
that.
make that one too.
So how you feeling?
I am feeling good. Besides obviously being embarrassed over my lack of preparation. To be fair, this is my first podcast.
Damn.
So, you guys are
Thank you
popping
so
on my
much for
cherries
taking the
today.
time. Hey, this is
Love is
perfect.
special.
This is what we're here to do. So listen, I know that I was trying to wonder, since this is a music stream, what type of music you're into, because I saw your Instagram story. You were rapping to some Nicki yesterday. Are you into like hip hop or?
I'm into a lot of different types of music, but I would say predominantly these days definitely more hip hop rap.
Got you.
I've actually been really getting into wanting to write lyrics and been practicing my writing, so I'm
Really?
listening to people that inspire me.
Oh shit! Are
You
you
were writing
rapping?
some
Are you
rap
singing?
lyrics?
What are you doing?
Well, I don't really know yet. So I've just been kind of wanting some new hobbies, and my whole life I was always really good at writing. I'm from Florida. We would do the FCAT rights there. I actually won an award and money in school for writing the best one at one point.
Damn.
And I was going through some of my old poetry a few months ago, and I was just like, damn, these things I was writing when I was 15 are like really raw and real. And like that was when I was 15, and I'm almost 28 now. Like I have so much more to tell and say. And some of my favorite musicians are like these crazy rappers like Eminem, my homie Dax. Like I don't know if you guys know Dax. He's
Yes, sir.
Shout
Yeah.
out
very
Dax.
sick.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and like these people, and like, so yeah, I'm just feeling very inspired to just kind of use my voice to just tell things about my struggle, my upcomings, like everything, the good, the bad, the life I've lived. I love to create, especially these days. I'm feeling really inspired. So, and my mind just really never stops thinking. Like,
Yeah, constantly
so,
got your hand in
I-
You know,
something.
just
goes a
letting it
million
out on a
miles per
beat is
minute.
just, it's therapy, honestly. That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's why a
it
lot
is
of people really
therapy.
latch on to music.
Yeah, and I have a lot of really talented musician friends, and it's fun. It's fun. I'm kind of bored of just doing like the same LA, like going out, going to the club, partying with like, I'm like, I like to go hang out with my musician friends and like talk about things with them, like show them my poetry, show them these lyrics I'm writing, get their feedback, how I can improve, like see them create, like be inspired by them. It's just like it's opening a whole new life for me that I
whole new
never
world.
even really thought about before. Yeah.
Are they very welcoming of hearing your ideas? Because some people might just think, okay, you only do the adult world, and maybe they don't picture you in music. But are they very open to those ideas?
It depends on the person you're asking, like some
Yeah.
people are, some people aren't. But I would say most of them are, especially what I'm showing them is a very unique insight from some things. And then some of it is just like fooling around too. But
Yeah,
my friends like to hear my ideas for the most part, I would say. So
that's dope.
I mean, hey, you
I
need
don't know, I'm a
supportive
little
friends
nervous.
if you really want to
I
make it
normally
like
don't
that.
get nervous.
You're okay. You're all
I can
good.
like go on camera and show
We're not
my
gonna make you
asshole to the
freestyle
whole
on
world,
camera,
and like
so
I
you're
talk
good.
about my
You're good.
writing, and I'm like, oh, I'm shy.
I know. I love how that makes you nervous. Like the bigger the performance, the less nerves, I guess, right?
Yeah, seriously, I guess.
That's insane. So where did this
I don't
journey
know.
start for you? Like maybe tell me about this. You talked about being like born and raised in Florida, and now you're in LA. So maybe take us through like your journey.
Okay, well, the week I turned 18, I moved myself out here from Jacksonville, and I had my brothers and all have different dads. So my brother had an aunt out here, and she let me rent a room, and I had no idea what my plan was. And I walked into a dispensary like my second day in California and got offered a job. So I was like, I guess I'm just gonna get into the cannabis industry.
Okay.
And then did that for a while, and just eventually it was to the point where I was working for someone else, and I was giving him about 70 hours a week of my time for
Damn.
like nothing,
At
so
the
I was like, why am
dispensary.
I doing this for someone else?
Yeah,
And
dead
then
ass.
I've always been this sexually liberated person, like very pro sex positive energy. I want to just, I don't know. So I was just like, it's very easy for me to do sex work because I find it to be empowering.
Did you ever try porn in Florida? Because I know there's a lot of porn that happens out there.
Well, no, I literally got out of there the week I turned 18
Okay, that's
and
true,
never
yeah.
looked back. Yeah,
I would hope you didn't
wanted
do
to-
it then.
Oh,
No. No.
Yeah.
And then I've never had a reason to fly to Florida for shoots because I've just always had jobs in LA locally. So to me, even though like it would probably be fun to go down to Florida and shoot, it's just not really convenient. I have animals, so it's hard for me to travel.
Okay, got you.
Gotta
So
take
how
care
did
of
it
the
actually?
pets.
No, that's a fact. So how did it work for you when you first got to LA? Like, what were the first jobs that you were doing? Were you right on camera with big companies, or was it smaller scale things?
I would say so. Like my first scene itself, for example, is like this amateur thing. Am I allowed to name sites here?
Yeah,
like
sure.
They're like
Yeah.
okay,
Whatever you
so
wanna
it's
say.
called like net video girls, and they basically pretend like it's a girl coming in, and she's applying for a bikini model position, and they coerce her into having sex. So it was like that's how
Okay.
it kind of first started, and then just like little jobs here and there. To be honest, when I first started, my look was very different. My confidence was so high, but like my body was not looking like it's looking now. Like but in my head, I looked great. So like I did not have the right look, and it kind of took me a while to figure that out. And like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with many porn girls, but if you kind of look at a girl that's been in porn for a few years, you can see when she starts, and you can see over the years she just like gets hotter and hotter. Like we like don't
Right.
go the other way. We just like glow up. So
Trying to stay on that upward swing type of thing.
yeah.
How does it work with you with other porn girls? Because like obviously you work with like pretty much all the big names. Is it a thing in porn where the actors, do they hang out really with each other, or are you guys all just doing your own thing and you see each other at work? I'm wondering that.
It depends. Some people, they come here, they move here for this job, right? So they have no friends here, and they really want to be involved. And I've lived here for years before doing porn, so I have friends, and I'm very selective by the people that I keep in my intimate time. So I do hang out with some of them, but I'm not like, we're not like all best friends hanging out all the time.
Exactly. It's not like a clubhouse of porn
yeah.
actors.
Hey, how about like for relationships? How does that work? Is that a more difficult thing in your life, or has that ever been?
I'm sorry, will you say that? Will you say that again? You broke up.
Oh, sorry. I was just speaking about relationships. Let's say like getting a relationship, being a porn star. Is that difficult for you, or has that been ever difficult in your life at all?
I've had some issues with. It's not difficult for me per se, but it definitely is difficult for men and their insecurities.
Okay.
And no
I mean,
matter how
like-
loving and like secure I can make you feel, if you're not secure with yourself, like the things I do
Yeah.
are gonna drive you insane, and they've definitely driven quite a few insane. So yeah, I guess it's a little hard, but doesn't stop me from trying.
No,
I mean,
that's a
hey,
fact.
like there's always going to be somebody out there that's down for that for sure. But I was just wondering all about that,
He's out there somewhere. Find him.
Hey.
So when you're actively
Holler.
dating, is it a situation where like do you go for a monogamous relationship outside of your work, or is it a situation where do you usually go for an open relationship when you're dating?
So I haven't had many like serious things that really where we like get to the point of dating. But when it does happen, I consider myself polyamorous. So I like to make it known from the beginning that I want to eventually get to the point that we feel comfortable having fun and exploring and like whatever path we need to take. But most of the men I've seen want to be monogamous and don't want to be strong and share me with others. So unfortunately, like I'm really waiting for the one that wants to share.
How about in terms of going out there with your personal pages? Because not only do you work for a lot of big companies, you have the OnlyFans, you have different pages. What would you say has been the most lucrative for you as an entrepreneur? Would you say would it be the big budget porn companies or the smaller things like OnlyFans?
Oh, I wouldn't call OnlyFans small.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
let's
pretty
hear
big.
it.
I would say,
It's pretty big.
this is like a renaissance of time for sex workers where we now finally have power to make our own money. I could stay home at my cool loft all day and shoot porn for all my fans here and not have to go to the set. And like, so unfortunately, or fortunately for us, unfortunately for these porn companies, I would say it's definitely more lucrative on our end. And that's where I want to put most of my focus. Like, obviously, you still have to keep your name out there until you're big enough where you don't really have to pop in anymore. Everyone knows who you are, but I wouldn't consider myself at that level yet. So I will keep doing studio scenes, but I am just like really focusing on my platform, on my OnlyFans. I like to chill here and chat with my fans, make content for them,
That's
do all
a
their
fact.
crazy requests. So, yeah.
What types of
hey,
crazy
you can make
requests?
100.
I would imagine some of the requests can be pretty crazy.
You know,
It probably gets pretty crazy.
We got to hear something.
there's definitely some,
What's the craziest
well, I
shit
don't
you've
want to
ever been
kink
requested?
shame anyone.
No, no shame, no shame. But it's like maybe give us a hint of something. Or maybe from a friend's OnlyFans that you heard of.
Oh, I'm here.
Well, I don't know. Guys are all over the place. You know, I have guys that want me to do things where I just like specifically go in public and use a liquid to disrespect the public place.
Right.
It's like more of like almost getting arrested. That's the turn on for them, which I won't lie. Like I really like doing stuff like that.
The public stuff.
Or like even as crazy as just like I had one guy that wanted me to cover myself in chocolate syrup and whipped cream and like just make this big old mess. And that's what turned him on, was making a big mess and like pouring Nuru gel over myself and sliding around in it like a little human bowling ball.
That's nuts. So how many hours a day would you say, like, let's say that you're just taking requests full time. How many hours a day could you be working on OnlyFans and your other sites?
You know, I definitely like to spend a large chunk of my day, and I kind of split it up into sections, but I would say like about probably like 8 hours split up around, divided my day. Like I'm not constantly 8 hours in a row, you know, I need my time. I need to be out there creating and having fun too. But I am on OnlyFans. I'll definitely get back to you within 2 or 3 hours at max, I would say.
So
except for like when I'm sleeping. So
no, exactly. You got this page too I saw that you have the OnlyFans, but you have a page that has things that are too extreme for OnlyFans. Tell me, like, what exactly are the guidelines and what is the difference for those pages?
Too
so
extreme.
unfortunately, if you guys are familiar with this recent change, while I love to be fun and wild for my fans, OnlyFans does not like it anymore. They have gotten very strict on their TOS. So there are certain things like my magic holy water that I will be spraying around that I can no longer spray on OnlyFans.
Is that true? There's a no
like
squirt on
certain
OnlyFans?
things like putting food in my butt, like a banana video I have. I'm like, I can't. There's just a lot of videos that, or even like fisting, you can't put your finger, like you can put like one finger but not three. Like it's just very weird, the rules.
That's considered fisting?
So
damn, since when did those rules come around?
I mean, God, this is like at the beginning of the year, I think.
That's weird. So do you think it's going to drive people from OnlyFans, or do you think that like it's so big at this point it's not going to make a difference?
I mean, I think honestly, most of the people that are using OnlyFans are not creating content like this where it's a problem. Those girls are definitely not as wild, I think, as I am.
Were you always this wild? Like, what's that? No, I was gonna say
you're
like
just making me nervous. You're so cute. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting like some old fart guy, to be honest. I didn't do any research on you before coming.
No, that's cool. We appreciate you taking the time. Like, we got somebody here saying, David says your OnlyFans is awesome, by the way, in the chat. He's loving it. So,
oh
wow.
Thank you, David. That's one of my that literally a top fan of mine. He has been with me through everything. So I appreciate you coming.
Shout out David, man. Shout out David.
Shout out
What's
to him.
Up, David?
He's been a member for 2 years.
I
He's saying.
actually got to meet him one time. I was in New York, and he's one of my best fans, and we actually just like had lunch and hung out. It was really cool. So
Have
just
you
letting
ever
you guys know, if you're a good fan of mine, you have the chance of actually hanging out with me.
I was gonna say, have you ever actually like hooked up with a fan, or has it just been hanging out?
Guys, I don't kiss and tell.
Oh, really?
Let's talk about your hookups.
You should know this, Cassius.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's
Cassius.
tough.
Tell me about
That's
your
tough.
girlfriends.
That's tough. I don't know.
So tell us about
Do
the
you guys
awards
watch
that
porn?
you've won. How did that feel?
What?
Just getting an award at all, just any award. How did that feel?
Oh, to be honest, it felt really great, especially
Yeah.
because that movie. So it was for the movie I made as a director, and that movie was my baby. And like, to be honest, I am so creative and like such an artist. Like, I am this sexually liberated person, but like I love to make movies or make art. And like my movie, I created this whole space themed set, had this custom
Damn.
table made, like put like
Cool.
water beads in these girls' butts, like cool lollipops with like planets in them in their butts, like all these like cool shots that
Oh,
were just like
shit.
beautiful.
Tremendous.
And so for like that to be recognized meant a lot for me. That was really cool.
When
That's
was the
awesome.
first time that you actually watched porn? Do you remember the first porn that you ever saw?
You know what's funny is the first time I ever discovered porn, I used to steal my stepdad's laptop, his like old broken one, to download LimeWire and like put all the songs on my iPod and then wipe it clean.
Right.
And one time I forgot a song, so I went to go back like the next day, and I had just wiped it the day before, and I go in to wipe it, and there was like 200 different porn sites, and I had no idea what porn was. I was like a younger child, and I was like, my stepdad is obsessed with sex and gonna like leave my mom, and we're gonna be poor. I was freaked out.
Oh,
I was, like,
shit.
terrified
You thought he's like
of
some
porn.
deviant?
Yeah, and then I never wanted to watch porn, and then like suddenly I'm like, and I was always super horny and sexual, and like I would masturbate all the time as a child, or not as a child, as my teen, I guess, younger
On the younger
younger
side. Was it one of those things where like, were you into public things when you were in high school and shit? Like, were you the girl that was like that chick in high school that was getting down?
Oh yeah.
Damn. What was the craziest
I
thing
was
you did in
getting
high
down.
school?
Was the craziest thing I've done in high school?
Yeah.
Well, I definitely did. Like, I fucked 2 guys at once in high school, so I like got that out of the way pretty early, I would say. But I don't know. I was
Got that
just kind
shit
of like
out
a
the
big
way.
whore. Well, it wasn't necessarily like crazy. It was just like, what?
No, that was sound effect. We were rolling the sound effects.
Oh,
That was Kanye showing his approval. No, okay, so you were doing that. So okay, so you talked about when you first got to LA. How about what's been the craziest big time porn shoot that you've done? Because I mean, we've done our homework. I've seen you, with like over 10 people. I mean, how does that work?
It is hard.
Right.
It is hard.
It's gotta be.
As someone that does
It's
this as a
got to be.
professional, I have to wonder, like, when I hear people say that they do this in their personal life, I'm like, do you? Do you?
Right.
Because
Do you really?
It is a lot of work. Like, I'm like, really, like, please show me how you get this done. Like, so gracefully,
Oh, fuck.
the behind the scenes people, I don't think realize how much effort goes into these things.
I definitely don't. Like, how many people would you like? What was the biggest gangbang at one time that had happened?
Well, it wasn't 10. It was only 7.
Only
But
7.
Only
Damn.
7. Yeah.
Only.
That's wild.
And of course, they were like some of like the most well-endowed men in our industry too. So like,
Damn. What's the prep like for that? Is it like a week of preparation that you're like just like putting like lines of chalk under your eyes? Like, let's go. Like, we're going in.
we all did a big hustle before.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, no, it's really just, well, it's a lot. It was my first time, so I wasn't sure of the proper preparation. And like now I've done another one since, and I know to go in much differently because you also show up and just like at all times you have these men all wanting your attention. So I had to really command this room, and like own it. So like they weren't taking control of me. I was fucking all of them. But it's a lot of work to rally 7 guys and like like keep them under. Like 1 or 2 is easy for me, but 7 is a lot.
Damn. How would you describe the feeling
Gotta
at
be.
the end of it? Like when you leave, you're in the car. What's going through your mind?
Oh my god, you're just
It's got to be exhaustion.
You're
Yeah.
exhausted.
Purely.
You are just like drained, like literally drained. Yeah, and I remember I was just like, because of my magical squirting waters, I I was just like pooped. Like I was like dehydrated.
Yeah, you're like,
Felt like I could barely even walk myself into my car. Like my friend actually came over and drove me home because I was just like so
damn.
tired.
You're like, let me get a Gatorade. Going in.
The PD light.
Would you? Yeah, no doubt. Would you say that like, because there's a debate out there, I think, from a lot of dudes about squirters that like some girls say it's pee, some girls say it's not. Like, what do you say as a professional? I gotta ask the professionals. Listen,
You want my honest
I want the
answer?
honest answer. I want to know what it actually is.
Squirt is pee. Squirt
Damn.
is pee.
Okay.
100%. I'm sorry.
You guys
Don't let
heard it
these girls
here.
lie to you. They're peeing on you.
Oh damn!
I
feel
read
like
up
you
on
let
that
out a
too,
feminine
man.
secret.
That's definitely a
But
fact.
it is an
Facts.
orgasm, right? Like it is
Okay.
an orgasm. But like the fluid that's coming out, there are not two different. There's not like a hidden sac in your ovaries of like the
Right.
squirt fluid, you know. But it does come from an orgasm, and that's why I never realized when I was young, I would often be having sex and I felt like I was gonna have to pee, and like feeling like really intense though, and I was like, oh, and I have to stop, and the guys would all be like really annoyed that I would stop. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. But like now I know that was me. I was about to squirt, but like you don't know that, you know. Like next time I'm like, oh my god, what's happening?
I guess at first you really wouldn't know.
So we've dispelled the myth right here live on the show, everybody. So
Oh,
you
the
guys
myth,
don't gotta
yeah.
ask no more. We told you we were going deep tonight. You understand me? This is what I like to hear. So I mean,
shit.
are you still? What about the cannabis? Are you still involved in cannabis or what?
I mean, I'm not involved per se. Like I am always going to be a cannabis advocate and love cannabis. I'm so happy to see we're to the point where almost, you know, it's going to be legal everywhere in America, which is amazing. Giving people the alternatives to opiates and all these negative pharmaceuticals that can really trap you, you know? So yeah, I'm pro cannabis. If anyone ever wants to sponsor me, I would definitely promote about it.
That would be
I'd
dope.
definitely become involved.
I saw that you have your own sex toy too, which is actually they did like a mold of you and they made a sex toy based off you.
How does that
They
feel?
did,
Yo,
yeah.
how does that feel? Does that feel like weird at all, knowing that like there could be thousands of people pretty much fucking you, but as a rubber?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel weird. I honestly love it. It makes me really happy. The only weirdness I ever even get about porn, to be honest, is I've never met my real dad. So like that's the only thing I'm like, ew, what if my real dad's out there jerking off to me? That'd be so
no.
weird.
Fucked
But
up. That'd
besides
be
that,
fucked
So you
up,
wonder if he
yo.
doesn't know it was you and he would see your video.
oh, he definitely like he has no idea what I look like.
That's
how would
fear.
he know, you know?
Oh, that's a fear I would have.
That's
Okay.
insane.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Besides
had?
that, you know.
Oh,
Has anybody
shit.
from your past ever come across your porn?
Yeah. They're like, okay, I really don't appreciate this. Like sometimes I'll have people from my past that will want to come join. Like they'll join my OnlyFans and message me by my birth name and like play this weird creepy game.
Oh shit.
Like, why are you doing
Wow.
this? Like, why? You know, like
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
kinda fucked
appropriate
up.
to me. Like, and if you want to reconnect with me, like hit me up from your like personal page and like, you know, like message me on my Instagram page from your Instagram page and like reach out to me. But I don't understand why like you would. I don't know. Like, what do you think you're gonna get out of you like messaging me by my birth name? You think I'm gonna be like, oh hey,
Yeah. Oh
like,
wow,
so
this guy
happy
knows
to
me.
see you.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be
100%.
immediately scared and creeped out. Like, and yeah.
Wow, so that's a big thing in that world because obviously everybody changes their names and you don't really want that to get out.
Yeah, no, I mean, and some people, you know, it's eventually like I think inevitable if you really truly are around long enough or get famous enough. But, you know, at the end of the day, there are a lot of things that when you buy property, you know, like some of my friends she had a stalker that would post her address on every Twitter post of hers over and over again. And
Wow.
she had to reach out to all of us and we would all have to actively report this person until Twitter would delete their page. But like, just like for no reason going out of his way to hurt her and like bring her harm. Like a lot of people have kinks for that's the only kink I will shame is the kink for hurting people. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So-
No,
100p.
anything that's not
Yup.
consensual
I
is
agree.
obviously not cool. So if there is a stalker situation in the adult community, that's brought up with the other people in the community then usually.
Yeah.
Damn, that's some
Yeah.
Well, that's
wild
good.
shit. Well, listen,
Yeah, I mean, we
shall
all have
talk
to kind
about
of like
it.
stick together. Yeah.
you stick together?
I will not say that everyone is best friends, but there are certain moments in porn that throughout the years where like there is this sense of camaraderie, and I don't know, people in moments where like you reach out and you're like, hey, I need help. You have like a wonderful big family, and like any moment that I've ever needed help with stuff, I've got like 20 different people in porn that I really, really love, and they're great. They're very beautiful people. Like even more than 20. Like especially like an instant like her address being posted, she could literally tweet, "Hey, can everyone report this page?" And all of her hundreds of thousands of followers can get on there and support her and help her. So,
damn, that's the way to do it.
That's the way.
Well, listen, Adira,
100%.
we appreciate you so much for taking the time, and thank you so much for calling in.
I
Everybody
wish I
out here
could
loves
know
you.
you guys a little bit more.
Well, what do you want to know? You can fire away. What do you want to know?
I don't know. What was the first time you guys? Who's your favorite porn stars? I want to know.
My favorite porn star? Okay, if you want me to be honest with you, I got to take it back to the OG Sasha Grey. I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you, because that was the first time. Listen, if you're asking when the first time I saw porno, and this is the weird shit, I'll tell you guys a weird story. I was like 12 years old type of shit. My buddy invites me over, and he says, hey, look at this. And he shows me a video of Sasha Grey with like a sex machine, like a metal machine. My fucking head exploded. Do you understand how fucked up that was?
Do you know how fucked up it was? You didn't just lie to me and say me, bitch.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No! Hold on!
My girlfriend. All right,
Why
I'm
didn't you
finna
invite
simp
Sasha
out.
Grey on the show? No,
I'm
just playing. I'm just playing.
I'm
just playing.
You're like, Sasha Grey is too busy for me.
No. I'm just playing. Who's your favorite though? Who's your favorite?
Who, me?
No, I'm asking Adira.
All right, wait. Okay, are you guys both in relationships? You guys both have girlfriends?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
I got a wife.
You gotta take it up with them. They're about to.
Hey,
we're about to have a third caller coming in.
What's up, Jackie? What's happening?
They're gonna come beat my ass. No, I'm just kidding. I have love for them. I want to all share. Let's all share.
Nah, I think they appreciate you. They appreciate you coming on the stream.
Are your girlfriends integral?
Shit.
I don't believe so.
You guys ever had
No, I don't
threesomes with
think
them?
so. I don't think so.
No. You know what? That hasn't occurred at this point. But
Okay,
you know what?
so I have this idea because you guys got to pop my podcast cherry. I think it's only fair that I come out and pop your threesome cherry.
Well,
Or
damn.
you can just like go straight for the orgy and all join
Damn,
forces.
you guys heard it here first. So the offer is on the table. Listen, we're gonna have to timestamp this and preserve this offer. And I think my people could call your people.
Man.
You know his number.
You got the number. Well, listen, Adira, we appreciate your time so much, and
Thank you for
definitely
tuning
we're gonna
in.
drop
Thank you,
all your
guys.
links down below. Thank you for taking the time to join the stream. Adira
Thank
Allure,
you guys.
everybody.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you
I'm
so
sorry
much.
for those audio issues earlier.
No, it was great. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Adira Allure, everybody. Hey, man, we might be able to hit her up now. I think we're both single. We might as well go. We might as well go ahead.